Have you ever questioned what everyone believes? You've been in a couple's fight before. Both of you insist you're right, and eventually it turns into a cold war. You make up a few days later, then fight out the exact same thing again. Dr. John Gottman tracked couples for 40 years and found that 69% of couple conflicts are never resolved. Personality differences and clashing values don't change. But here's the real question: why do we keep repeating fights that will never be resolved? Let's set aside the idea that it's a character flaw. Through the lens of game theory, discovered by mathematician John Nash, couple fights aren't an emotional problem. They're a structural trap. There's a game called the prisoner's dilemma. Two people each choose to cooperate or betray, and when both act selfishly in their own best interest, they both end up with the worst possible outcome. That's the Nash equilibrium. Stable, but not optimal. The Cold War, where neither partner backs down, is exactly this equilibrium. Let's get specific. Take the dishes fight. If neither person does the dishes, the sink piles up. If only one person does them, that person loses while the other gains. In game theory, this is called the free rider problem. The Nash equilibrium is that neither person does the dishes. Changing alone means losing alone. So the sink overflows with dirty dishes, while both people sit next to it scrolling their phones. Two rational people acting rationally, and this is the result. Then there's the question of who apologizes first, after a fight. This is a chicken game. Two cars speed toward each other head-on, and whoever swerves first is the coward. It's the same with couples. Apologizing first feels like losing, but holding out risks destroying the relationship. If neither swerves, it's a head-on collision. The relationship falls apart. In game theory, being the first to yield isn't weakness. It's a rational calculation of the cost of a crash. So, is there a strategy to escape this trap? In 1980, political scientist Robert Axelrod held a computer tournament. Academics worldwide submitted their best program strategies. The winner was the simplest one of all. It was called Tit-for-Tat. The rules are just two things. Start by cooperating. If the other side betrays you, betray them back once, and when they cooperate again, forgive immediately. This 4-line piece of code beat every complex strategy out there. But in real life, mistakes happen. Misendings, slip-ups. In 1990, Nawak and Sigmund factored this in, and found something even better than tit-for-tat. Generous tit-for-tat. Even when the other side betrays you, sometimes you just forgive anyway. Because when retaliation triggered by a mistake spirals endlessly, someone has to forgive first to break the cycle. Gottman backs this up. Stable couples maintain a 5-to-1 ratio of positive to negative interactions, even during conflict. Unstable couples are at 1-to-1. At the end of the day, couple fights aren't a character problem. They're a mathematical phenomenon where two rational people acting rationally fall into a structural trap. The way out is surprisingly simple. Start by cooperating. If you get burned, push back once, then forgive. And keep positive interactions, at least 5 times greater than negative ones. By the way, if you made eye contact with the person next to you while watching this, that's a cooperation signal. A smile first, that's the opening move of generous tit-for-tat.